Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, this is going to be a little something different. I'm going to start documenting what is going on with the COVID-19 in my area. I was doing a drive around to kind of show you what life is like right now. We're about two and a half weeks in with it since everybody went crazy buying toilet paper. So I'm going to drive around in my truck. Hopefully you guys will get all this and it won't be too shaky. So I'm going to try and do my best. Drive around and show you. I mean, outside of a grocery store right now, I mean, this is Harbor Freight right here. I mean, it's not stopping people from buying tools in the auto parts store, and that's fine. We have Tim Hortons right there in the background, like a Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, it's only, you know, drive-through only here at this grocery store. Everybody is, you know, trying to get whatever they can and get home. So hopefully people are being smart and wearing gloves and washing their hands and not touching anything and things like that. So yeah, it's getting a little scary now because, you know, a lot of people are still venturing out and they're not taking this serious at all. I mean, a lot of people think that, well, you know, I won't get it, I'm young, you know, I'm healthy. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how old you are, how healthy you are. It doesn't care. It's taking old people, people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, teenagers. I've heard it's already, you know, taking a very small child. You know, I mean, if you have kids, stay at home. You know, because kids will run around and touch everything. You know, because they don't have any fear in the world and they don't worry too much, you know, but these parents are, some of them are taking it for granted that, you know, nope, I won't get it, you know. Yes, you can, you know, being foolish like that, yes, you're definitely going to get it. So stay home, you know. And I'm stuck at a signal light right now, so this is why I got to kind of talk to you guys, but kind of showing you, I mean, people are still shopping, you know, for at the grocery store because they have to. You know, people need food, and toilet paper is starting to come back around. Milk and eggs, you can get it. Bread, you can get it. You know, they're starting to really crack down on how much you can get. You know, 1 dozen of eggs, 1 big thing of toilet paper, which is good because it stops people from hoarding it. You know, when this all first started, everybody was just going crazy and just buying every piece of toilet paper and hand sanitizer they could get their hand on. And this woman just pulled right out in front of me and did not even care. This is what it's coming to. People are, you know, thinking survival of the fittest. And it's sad. But people are still out driving around. You can tell. You know, I mean, if you're in your vehicle and you go through a drive-thru on something, that's fine. You know, but touching money is a little leery too. You know, a friend of mine said he takes his money, puts it in a plastic bag, and he sprays Lysol in there and ties it up and leaves it alone for a little while and shakes it up. It's a smart thing to do. Yeah, even like, you know, some of the restaurants around here, they're closed. It's takeout only. Burger King, same way. A lot of stores are closed. You can tell, like right here in this plaza, everything's closed. You know, but you're getting places, you know, like Monroe Muffler, you know, they're still open. People need tires and oil changes. You know, kind of a necessity, I guess. But, you know, places like Verizon or CarStar, I just drove by automotive place, you know, collision work, that's considered essential because people need their vehicles. So I'm going to drive past up here in a second, the mall. And that is the ghost town because they have closed down all the malls here to keep people out and people from gathering, which is good. You know, Best Buy, I'll show you here in a minute, they're still open, but how they're doing it is you pull up. If you've pre-ordered something online and said, okay, you can pick it up there, they'll bring it out to you. You just pull up to the front door and somebody will meet you at your vehicle. That's a great idea, but you know, it's still, you're coming in contact with people and you're touching your money, you're touching your bank card or your credit card. You know, even Pep Boys here, I mean, all these are going to be open. But here I am pulling into the mall here, and I'll show you. There's a lot of restaurants in my area. I mean, you live out here, you don't have to travel far to get something to eat or whatever. I mean, the buses are still running because here's one right here. But the mall, yeah, it is definitely a ghost town. You know, why there's even, I mean, maintenance guys here, that I can understand. Firestone, yeah, you know, people need tires, I get it. Hobby Lobby, I see a couple of cars in the parking lot. Hopefully they're not shoppers or employees, because that is just plain foolish to even be open. I mean, you can see here, I'll pan around, JCPenney's, Barnes & Noble. I mean, the mall is just dead. I mean, there is nothing open except for, like I said, Best Buy, because if people need like a refrigerator or a stove, that I can understand. I mean, Old Navy, they're closed. I mean, you can't buy a pair of sneakers or article of clothing and go to the store to buy them. I mean, everything is closed. Hair cutting places, they're closed. There'll be a lot of hairy people when they come out of their houses finally, and you know, they can be able to get out and about and, you know, get haircuts and all that. I mean, TGI Fridays, all that stuff. All the restaurants are closed around here. I mean, here's a guy walking around here. I don't know what he's doing, because you're not really going to be able to go inside. You know, window shopping, that's going to be your best bet. But other than that, yeah, you can't buy anything. Here's the guys right there. You know, Bed Bath & Beyond, they're closed. I mean, there is literally nothing. Sears, unfortunately, they have closed. You know, they closed well before all this hit. And it's a shame, because it was a nice store too. But everybody shopping online is what definitely hurt it. I mean, tow truck guys, yeah, you know, people's cars break down, they got to make a living too. I mean, there's a LA Fitness right there. They're not even open at all, which is smart. I mean, all these places are losing money, but everyone's got to stay home. I mean, Red Lobster, they're closed. Savers, it's like a secondhand store. You know, they're closed. Olive Garden, I see a couple of cars there. The only thing I can think of is takeout only. That I understand. You know, Office Max, maybe if you wanted to mail something, but I don't think it's going to be that important because we have email. And you can send a document. GameStop, all that. Aspen Dental, hopefully they're not open, because I wouldn't want somebody working on my teeth right now. I canceled my dentist appointment. You know, Pure One Imports and all that, they're closed. Banks are open, you know, probably for drive-through only. That's understandable. You know, Dollar Tree, they're open because they have food. There's still guys here that are doing some landscaping and repair work and things like that. I mean, Panera Bread, they're kind of open. That's takeout only also. You know, TGI Fridays, yeah, they're definitely closed. I mean, I don't see any vehicles in there at all for takeout, you know. People are still trying to make their way around. I mean, yeah, you get that cabin fever, I guess. You want to get out of the house, you know, you do what you got to do, you know, to get some exercise in or whatever, but you know, just keep your distance from people, wear the gloves and the mask, and don't touch anything, and you know, do the social distancing like they ask. That's all we can do. But I'm surprised, I just seen a Metro bus. I'm surprised they even have that running in the mall. Nothing's open. Here's a big grocery store chain here, Wegmans. They're huge. I mean, they're open because they have to be. People need food. Even with them, they're regulating everything you can buy too. You can't go in there and buy a bunch of toilet paper and things like that. You just can't do it. Eggs, milk, all that. The construction worker guys, yeah, they're still out and about too. I'll even show you here a lot of the other restaurants. They are closed. Wait for this guy to pass in this truck. Come on, light's gonna change. As you can see, this grocery store chain, Wegmans, they're huge. TJ Maxx, everybody knows who they are. They're like Marshalls. They're closed. One thing I have seen in a lot of these stores, that people with their gloves, when they're done with them, they peel them off and just drop them right in the parking lot. I mean, I understand you don't want to bring anything with you. I get it. But you know what? Tie it up in some kind of a plastic bag and then dispose of it properly. But just throwing it on the ground like that, don't do that. I mean, usually this place, even now, because this is like lunchtime, this plaza will be packed because there's restaurants in here. Popeyes, they've been open for roughly about 2 years. But their drive-through is still going. They used to be AC Moore, but that's going to be Michael's soon. Same way, it's a craft store. Core Life Eatery, they got a sign. Hey, we're still open. And I'll give them a free plug, why not? I mean, these stores, there's nothing really in them. Jersey Mike subs, they're going to be coming soon. I mean, like right here at Core Life, they got a sign, we're open, saying great food. I'm sure it's probably, just call and order it and they'll carry it out. A lot of places are closed. I mean, except for if it's like a Wendy's or a McDonald's, yeah, you'd be able to go through a drive-through. But this place, this used to be Buffalo Wild Wings right there. It used to be. And they're gone. It's some seafood place. They're not even open. Five Below, they're not open either. Applebee's, I know they're still open for takeout only. It's going to be a long time before you can go in somewhere and sit down and eat. It's going to be a long time. Is it nice to go out and, have something to eat and sit down? Yeah. But you know what? It's going to be a while. Home Depot here. I mean, they're open. It's business as usual. I've been in here once and twice already for things I needed to fix in my house. And they're still open. I mean, it's busy here. These guys are all wearing gloves, which is good. I mean, with all this going on, you think some people would stay home. But places like Home Depot and Lowe's, it isn't stopping anybody. So, not stopping no one. I mean, Supercuts, from what I heard, I don't know if it's true. Today is April 1st, 2020. That I guess they opened up. But I don't see any lights on. Which I wouldn't want to get a haircut right now. Yes, I would love to have one, but no. Not with all that going on. Rent-A-Center. Firehouse Subs and all that. I mean, they're still open. Chipotle is still open. We'll go across the street here and just kind of show you everything that's going on too. Except for we gotta wait for this light. Yeah, the world has definitely changed. It's a wake-up call. You know, we never expected anything like this. Were we really prepared for it? Probably not. And we do take a lot of things for granted, and thinking that we can never get sick or something that can happen to us, and taking it for granted. Yeah, we do. It can happen. You know, I mean, I'll show you right here at Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, I see vehicles in the parking lot, and I hope and pray to God that they're not open. Cause they got a sign out front. Chuck E. Cheese to go. Okay, cause they make pizza and stuff like that. You know, Party City, they're closed down. Office Max, they're still open. I don't think it's that much of a necessity to buy pens. Yeah, UPS store, they look pretty dark. I don't think they're open. U-Fix-It store, they fix your cell phones and tablets. You know, they're not open. This is BJ Wholesale. That's just like a Costco or a Sam's Club. They're still open, and you know, people, when this first happened, you couldn't buy one stitch of toilet paper. Nothing. I mean, there's a furniture store that used to be Toys R Us. They're gone. Or not, well, Toys R Us is gone. They turned it into Raymore and Flanagan. But they're not even open. They haven't been open since all this started either. Ruby Tuesdays, unfortunately, they have closed. You know, McDonald's, you know, they're open for takeout only. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people driving around, but store-wise, you know, unless it's essential like a gas station or food, people are still piling in. So we'll take a drive and show you a little bit more, and then I'll wrap this video up. You know, maybe I'll go to another part of, you know, the city or something, because I'm in, well, this is all considered Buffalo, New York, but I'm in Hamburg, New York right now.